Namaskar, brothers and sisters. Devotion. Devotion means longing for the Supreme. Now the question arises, is devotion natural or unnatural for living beings? All the conscious or crude things we see in the manifested universe bear attraction for one another, and as a consequence, the continuity of the thought projection of the cosmic mind is maintained. It is on account of the mutual attraction of the myriads of heavenly bodies oscillating in the infinitive space that balance is maintained in the firmament. In this attraction, there is effort for self-preservation. The bee flies around and around flowers in quest of honey, just for the sake of preserving its existence. It can be seen that every entity runs toward that abode which is more lasting and secure and which can provide it greater and longer safety. People run after money for the only reason that they believe they can maintain their lives under the shelter of money. That is to say, money alone can save them. But they do not know that money can provide them neither permanent stability nor security-founded shelter. Even during the span of their lives, money will come and go several times. At times its glamour will dazzle their eyes, and sometimes it will make them cry, hunger-stricken. Not to speak of money alone, all finite objects have these characteristics. This is not infinite, what is not infinite cannot permanently remain the object of your enjoyment. It cannot be your permanent resort, since the existence of all these finite objects is dependent on others, bounded by the limits of the time, place, and person. If the terrific speed with which the extroverted person runs after finite objects is introverted towards the Supreme Being of his or her life, so she or he cannot attain the supreme consciousness, can achieve the supreme state. The world is changing phenomena. Therefore, it is unwise to be attached to any object in this ever-changing world. The very name and form will undergo changes with the change in time and place. The child changes into youth, the youth into the old into the corpse. But if wise people take every object of the world as the expression of the one and single cosmic consciousness, then on seeing the changes in the name and form of any particular object, they will not be affected by pain or pleasure. Cosmic consciousness to them would remain cosmic consciousness. They would lose nothing. Now, what is devotion? Leaving all the relative things, when mind moves towards the absolute, that alone is known as devotion. When the mind moves towards the Supreme Soul, the nearer it comes to Him, there is unknowing change in it. The caterpillar does not know when it becomes a butterfly. The mind does not know how changes occur in it. Thus, one day it sees that it is no longer an individual being, and hence the individualistic feeling disappears. When the mind is free from individualistic feelings, that alone is the supreme state. Devotion is that bridge which connects the individual with the cosmic consciousness. Before crossing the bridge of devotion, one feels, you are that supreme consciousness. But while crossing the bridge, one feels, I am that. When a person is established in devotion, one becomes able to understand the greatness and magnificence of the supreme consciousness. The understanding at this moment is born of real experience through taste. Sweet things, mango or sugar, can be distinguished only by taste. One cannot enjoy the flavor of mango by seeing its reflection in water. One will have to climb the tree, pluck the mango, and taste it. Similarly, experience in the spiritual realm also can be had only after climbing a step on the tree of devotion. Only then can one understand the brilliance and greatness of the transcendental cosmic entity. The Supreme Consciousness himself will teach knowledge and the technique of doing the work. It is not the devotee's headache. Surrender everything to the Lord. If one requires something from God, one must ask only the absolute devotion. When devotion is attained, God is attained. What remains unattained? Therefore, from ancient times, learned people have been accepting that the wisest person in the world is the devotee. The devotee is not bereft of intellect. On the contrary, she or he is the wisest. If you want to remain in the world, remain like devotee. As long as devotion is absent, one's heart is like a desert. And when devotion is attained, an oasis appears in the desert. Sri Sri Anandamurti. Today I would like to talk about some movie and which is called They Live. So I'm lucky to have one pair of these glasses which the main hero obtains in this movie, and whenever he puts them on, he can see the reality. It's a John Carpenter's movie from 1988, Ellos Viven, They Live, which I really recommend to everybody to see. It was actually a documentary. The main actor said that in an interview. It was not science fiction movie. At the time I saw it, a long time ago, in late 80s, and I didn't take it seriously. I just thought, wow, it's a nice movie. The guy is coming to the town, and then, he's finding the box full of some strange sunglasses. Very interesting part of the movie is the preacher and the preaching he does, the speeches he does. But you just think it's just another science fiction movie, action. After with another friend he's doing some kind of rebellion, shooting these creatures, which can be seen only when you put the sunglasses on. So some of you probably are familiar with this movie. It's a famous cult movie, They Live. But if somebody didn't see that movie yet, I really recommend, you can find it on YouTube, the whole version, even in Spanish subtitle as well, dubbed. So that movie is actually describing our reality now. It was a pure prediction. John Carpenter was a genius, how he knew, what was going to happen, same like Stanley Kubrick. That's mystery, how these people knew what will happen in the future. But obviously they knew it. So I got a pair of the glasses, of these special glasses, a lucky one. So I can see, the reality. And the reality is a little bit gray, because they are preparing the shot. One shot, one kill. Soft kill. And people have to be aware of that we are a little bit in danger, and don't accept the shot under no circumstances. Don't live in illusion. Mark Passio explained the other day in his video, also I liked, that it's dangerous to believe that C20, it's not 19 anymore, it's going to be 21. So C20 is complete hoax. It's complete witchery. It doesn't exist at all. A lot of people have a problem to assume that. They are brainwashed. They are actually, it's a mind control going on. They believe to the government so much that they have a problem with themselves to assume the truth, to face the reality, that it's a lie. And the lie is so big that they just can't accept it. They can't face it. But that's dangerous. That's the real problem. Like Mark said, all these protests and lockdowns and everything, they are the symptoms of the real problem. The problem real is that the people believe in this lie. 99% of the people, even the one who think they are awakened and they know this is not right and they are going to the street to protest and everything, they are not awakened. Like, again, I said, like Mark said, they are fighting basically for themselves. They are not fighting for humanity because they are personally affected. But lots of them, they are walking around with a muzzle on. It means they are not awakened. They think there is something in the air which will attack them, and if they take the muzzle off, they're going to swallow it. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. The people are brought to the level of little child, 5 years old, children. The mind control is going on. They are all under mind control. MK Ultra mind control on a massive scale. And until they really don't realize that that's a matrix, that's a lie, that yes, the lie can be that big, and they are manipulated, and they don't need the muzzles, and they don't need shots or anything, there will not be progress for human race. And they are putting the other people who are very well aware what's going on in a big danger, because they are dragging them down the wrong road. And that has to be stopped. I don't like to. My videos are about spirituality and meditation, and I will go back to that. But this is very important point I have to make, because it puts us all in danger. That kind of belief. Even the good people believe in that, and they are not so good anymore. They are making big problem from themselves, and they are creating bad karma for themselves doing this. So that has to be stopped. I have some nice followers. The women are supporting me a lot, I have to say. The girls from all over the place, from South America, Croatia, Serbia, Spain. I give them a big kiss. Thank you very much, girls. Victoria, Adri, Milica, all of you, you are absolutely great. You are the future of this world. And that looks that the women are more awake and more brave in accepting all this situation. And some of them ask me, send me some emails to explain them. I will be very quick. The technique of meditation. Meditation it's a hard thing to do in the long term. But if you start with 10 minutes with Baba Nam Kevalam, it's absolutely great thing to do. So you just, of course, take the lotus position, keep the spine, straight, vertical. Close your eyes. Breathe only through the nose. Keep the tongue up in your mouth. Close mouth always, and breathe only through the nose. And with Baba Nam Kevalam, synchronize your breathing with the mantra. No, Baba Nam, take the air in. Kevalam, air out. Do it for 10 minutes. After some time, you will notice a great change in your mood, in your health and everything. Because Baba Nam Kevalam is a very powerful mantra. And I suggest to all the skeptics to leave their ignorance aside and to take these things seriously. Mantras are very serious thing. They exist for thousands and thousands of years, more than 7,000 years. That's officially proven. Because the sound of these words, which are in Sanskrit, raise the vibration. And that's what we need to do. We have to raise the vibration, the frequency of our vibration, of our mind. And that can be only achieved using mantras and doing meditation and yoga, of course. Doing some other things like fasting, going vegetarian will help you to do this practice easier. But this is the basic of raising the vibration, the way of how to achieve it. So singing Baba Nam Kevalam, which is called kirtan, when you chant using the music at the background, the mantra, it's very, very useful and very recommended, and it has the same effect like meditation, actually. And it's good to do it before meditation, the same, maybe 5-10 minutes, sing or listen to the kirtan. There are many beautiful ones on YouTube. And just when you go around and you make a walk in the nature, just sing for yourself a little bit. Baba Nam Kevalam, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It will change your life. And then sit 10 minutes. We are lazy and do meditation. We are lazy creatures. We are so much programmed that we cannot sit 10 minutes and disconnect our thoughts, and which are internal dialogue. We have to have all the time dialogue with others or with ourselves. All the time, not even 10 minutes we cannot switch off. And that's very worrying. That's proof how weak we are, how weak our mind is. And that has to be changed. 10 minutes, for God's sake. Is it that difficult to do it? Just not to think everything, just to repeat Baba Nam Kevalam, use that powerful, brilliant, universal mantra which Baba gave to humanity, one of the greatest gifts to humanity, because it's for everybody. Look at me, I'm a biker. I had so many samskaras and everything, and it changed my life. It's for everybody, for housewives, for lawyers, for clerks, for hippies, for bikers, for rockers, for kids, for everybody. He created the solution, gave mantra. You don't have to be hippie like from 70s and go to India and, to be spiritual. It's for all. It's a gift for all humanity, for each person on this earth. So this is very important. Don't have a complex. Don't be prejudiced. Lots of religious people are prejudiced. They're coming up with a story that, this is kind of cult or something. That's pure ignorance. This is philosophy. This is a science. and will help you a lot to understand what is human life about, what is our goal, and what we have to do to help ourselves to avoid this one shot, one kill. Everybody who's using Baba Nam Kevalam mantra will save himself or herself. That rule will not apply for them. You know, one kill, one shot. No, not in our case, brothers and sisters. And get the sunglasses from that box. There are still some left. I know, I got one. I love you all very much. Be happy, be strong. Take this seriously, what I'm saying. Because it's your life at stake, and life of your kids and your family, your loved ones. We have to unite and fight back together because we don't have another choice. Be blessed. Ananda to everybody. I love you. Namaskar.